So I've looked over 300 home remodeling businesses in the US, and they all have the same thing in common. So the ones that show up on Google, they're all doing the same thing. And so today I'm gonna show you the exact copy, the exact strategy of what works and what doesn't. And Pablo Picasso once said, good artists copy, great artists steal. So you guys are gonna be stealing the best of the best from other home remodelers, and hopefully you're gonna be taking it to your business. So in this video, I'm gonna break down the exact website setup that home remodelers use to get to the top of Google. No fluff, no filler. I have nothing to sell you. And if you want to hire me, you can't, because I am not taking new clients right now. So your website has 3 layers. At the highest layer, you have your Google business profile. At the middle layer, you have your website. And at the bottom layer, you have AI search and your brand. If you want to grow on Google, you want to do all 3 layers. However, in this video, we're going to talk about the middle layer, which is the layer that makes everything better. Think of it like the basement. It's your foundation. So let me show you what the top guys are doing and what you need to do to match them. So in the beginning, every home remodeling business needs to have 5 basic pages. You need to have a home page, about page, services page, blog, and contact us. Those are the primary pages you need to have. If you don't have these 5 pages, you don't have a website. So get those done. And then just some rules. Every page needs to have 1,000 words and some images. Regarding the words, if you don't know what words to use, literally copy them. I'm gonna show you guys actually a quick video of how to do this. So if you guys are ever curious about the process, here's what needs to be done, okay? So let's just type in home remodeler in Los Angeles. What I like to do is I like to study the top people. In Los Angeles and New York City have millions of people, so the competition is very dense. As it becomes very dense, there's a lot of information, and only the best rise to the top. And so, what you're gonna be studying are the best people, and the best people have certain things in common. So here's number 1, here is number 2, and let's find a website guy, this guy, number 3. Notice how they have the 5 basic pages. They have the home, the about, the services, and then they have gallery. Now, if you guys are new, you guys don't have a gallery, but if you guys are not new, you guys have a gallery. But then it's kind of like, if you don't have any work, how are you gonna make a gallery? Well, a lot of people fake it. I'm not saying you guys do it, but I'm not saying you guys fake it, but it's an open secret. A lot of people are doing it. So home, about, services, blog, and contact. Those are the 5 basic ones. Then you can have a gallery. So this guy has it. If we look at this other guy, home, about, services, let's connect is literally the contact. So it's the same thing. You're starting to see the pattern, right? The top guys all have the same thing. Home, about, projects is services, right? Service is literally, this is services, a blog, and a contact us. And then they have other things. So all the top guys have the same things in common. If you're not the top guy, then you need to do what the top guys are doing. Have the basic pages, okay? It's super important. So once you have those basic pages, it's kind of like, what do you write on it? The easiest way to do it, and I'm just gonna show you guys this trick because this will save you so much time, is literally just copy and paste what they say, right? So if this guy does kitchen remodeling, doesn't have to be beautiful, change the name. So if your name is John's Remodeling, change it to John's Remodeling is rated the best contractor for kitchen, whatever you want to say. So change the name, make it unique. You can use ChatGPT to do it. It's really, really simple. But basically just copy what the top guys are doing if you don't know what to do. If you know what to do, then you can add your own twist. But for the guys that don't know what to do, copy. I'm telling you, this will save you hundreds and thousands of dollars. Like, this is the baseline. Once you have the baseline and you're kind of a professional, then you can innovate. But if you're not, then don't do it. So for this part, just remember, look up Home Remodelers Los Angeles, Home Remodelers New York City, copy what they're doing, and you should be good to go. Once you have that, then you have the service pages. Service pages, we've kind of went over, but you essentially want to have a page for every service that you provide. So as a home remodeler, most likely you don't just renovate home. For a lot of you guys, kitchens is the bread and butter. So you guys need to have kitchen remodeling pages, bathroom remodeling pages, garage, additions. I know fire and water damage restorations is huge right now. You guys need to have those pages as well. So any service that you offer, have your own page. That way, if someone types in kitchen remodeler near me, they get kitchen remodeler pages. I'm gonna show you guys in a live example right now. So if I typed in kitchen remodeler Austin, kitchen remodeler Los Angeles, and kitchen remodeler Dallas, I hate Dallas, but we'll use it for the example's sake. Notice what I see. If I typed in kitchen, I get kitchen. Look at this, I get kitchen in Dallas. All the yellow that you see is Dallas. If I typed in kitchen remodel in Dallas and I got an Austin result, I would be pretty mad. I'm looking for Dallas, buddy. I want Dallas. I don't want Austin. Austin's a great city, but still, right? So what if I typed in bathroom remodel Dallas? Will I get kitchen or will I get bathroom? Notice whatever I type, I get, right? If I type in black shoes and all of a sudden Google gives me pink shoes, what do I look like? A girl? So whatever I type, I should get, right? If I typed in bathroom remodel Dallas, I get bathroom remodel Dallas. If I typed in kitchen remodel Dallas, I should get kitchen remodel Dallas. Whatever I type in, I get. And that's how Google works. So the reverse happens for you is whatever you type, you should get, right? And so whatever services you have, please have a page for it, okay? This is super important. If you don't have that, kind of wasting your time. So if you don't know what to put, copy what the top guys are doing. I'm telling you, this is so crucial and it's so good, okay? Cool. Once you have that, right? Let's say you're in Dallas, okay? Dallas is big, right? You have Dallas, but then Dallas contractors also work in Fort Worth. So what if I typed in bathroom remodel Fort Worth? If I typed in bathroom remodel Fort Worth, I get Fort Worth, right? So I don't get Dallas, I get Fort Worth. So my question for you, and this is something that you need to answer, is what are all the locations that you service, and then make a list of it. So I'm gonna show you guys how I do the brainstorm. I have a massive brain, so the brainstorming comes easy. For some people, not so much. So I make a list of all the services first, right? I say kitchens, I say bathroom, garages, additions, blah, 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 right? Let's just have 4, for example. And I service 4 locations, okay? I serve Dallas, Fort Worth. What are some other locations around Dallas? I swear I know my geography a little better than what people think. Okay, so I have Frisco and Plano. Frisco and Plano. So I have 4 services in 4 locations. Pop quiz. If I have 4 services in 4 locations, how many pages should I have? If you guys answer 16, you guys are correct, and I'm gonna give you guys $5. So I'm gonna have kitchen remodel, Dallas. Kitchen remodel, Fort Worth. You see where I'm coming from? Kitchen remodel, Frisco. Why do I have that? If I typed in kitchen remodel, Frisco, okay? Kitchen remodel, Frisco. Oh my goodness. Would you look at that? I get Frisco results. I don't get Dallas, I don't get Fort Worth, I get Frisco. So all the services and all the locations you need to have a page for. And if you guys are curious what type of content you add, copy what people are doing. Literally, it's just so easy. It's literally that simple. Copy what people are doing and use ChatGPT to spin and rewrite it. I'm gonna show you literally how it's done, okay? So look. It takes 2 seconds, okay? I'm gonna highlight this. I'm gonna press Control-C. Then I'm gonna go to ChatGPT. Let me put the ChatGPT on the other screen because I may have some things that shouldn't be public. Some legal stuff, but some embarrassing stuff. Let's see. Okay, delete that because it's embarrassing. All right, so anyways, we're gonna take this and we're gonna say spin and rewrite this content. Humanize it, okay? You don't wanna sound too AI, all right? You literally just copied and pasted it into Google, and now all of a sudden, you get fresh content. All you have to do is replace Southland remodeling. If you can do that, you literally have SEO. My team does this, so this works. So you guys need to be doing that. And so let's say you have the location pages created, then you create blog posts. Now, the biggest mistake I see with blogging is that people create random content, like top 5 colors for kitchen remodel, or like, why should I remodel a kitchen? Most people don't ask that, by the way. If someone is truly looking for a kitchen remodel, they're gonna be asking questions about kitchen remodels. And the simplest way to do it is type in kitchen remodel. Once you type in kitchen remodel, Google will tell you literally what people ask about kitchen remodel. Is 10,000 enough for a kitchen remodel? How much can I afford? Is 30,000 enough, right? Look, these are 4 blogs that you're gonna be creating. These are questions that people ask. If people ask these questions, you're gonna answer those questions. That's it. So don't create random content, figure out what questions people ask, and then answer those questions. So no, look, check this out. Is 10,000 enough for a kitchen remodel is a question that people ask. What you do is then you look at the top result besides Reddit, and guess what? You take this content, this ranks really well. You take this content, you put into ChatGPT, and then you spin and rewrite it. Literally copy and paste all of this and tell ChatGPT to spin and rewrite in your own language. Spin and rewrite this. Boom, you're done. That's your SEO right there. And if you guys are curious, like what topics you guys want to write about, I'm gonna give you guys some topics. How long does a kitchen remodel cost in Dallas or whatever city you're in? 10 kitchen remodel ideas. How long does a kitchen remodel take? You know, things like that. It's very simple. If you don't know what to write about, ask ChatGPT. We are in 2026. ChatGPT will give you all the answers that you need. And then finally, you just put this all together. So here's your game plan. Copy what the top guys are doing. Remember, good artists copy, great artists steal. Steal what works, discard what doesn't. That's what Bruce Lee said. So don't be creative until you have a baseline. Once you have a baseline of what the top people are doing, then you can innovate. But until then, don't waste your time innovating because you don't even know what to do. Once you have that, the next step is to build out your basic pages. So the home page, the about, the services, the blog, the contact us page. Those are your basic pages. If you don't have that, you don't have a website, so build that first. Once you have that, then you create service pages for all the different services that you offer. You do kitchens. Kitchens are your bread and butter. Do more kitchens, do more bathrooms, do more garages, do more additions, do fire and water. If you service all of that, you're gonna create those pages. If you don't know what to write for content, what do? You copy what the top guys say. That's it. Then once you have that, then you figure out what questions people ask and then answer those questions in the form of blogs. ChatGPT this, I'm telling you, it's so simple. And then once you finally have the foundations of all the basic pages, a page for every single service, and then you've answered questions that people would ask about your services, then you figure out what locations you want to expand to and then multiply that. That's it. That's literally how you do your SEO for a home remodeling business. If you follow this, you're gonna make so much money and you're gonna say, Michael, you're the best. I love you. I want to marry you. Let me hand you my daughter. And in that case, case, I would say no, but I'll say thank you, I appreciate it, and then that's it. So if you guys have any questions, please let me know and I'll answer it below, but this is what you do as a home remodeling business. When you're rich, thank me later. I'll see you guys. Bye.